lawful wedded husband.
To be my...
Barbertine. Not Barbertine's heart. With a tramp like you?
Well, I know it hurts being third rate, but aren't you accustomed to it yet?
Oh, Robin, I see you.
I myself the slut of Springfield!
Son of a bitch in heat. I found out myself what love is all about.
Hey everybody, it's me, Nikki. Since, Lulu tends to not want to listen to people, she went down there to Tracy to ask Tracy if she can get some money in the Quartermain jet to go flying around the world and to find Charlotte. And Tracy basically talks her down and says, listen, I will give you the money and the jet if there's a credible legal lead by the authorities. Instead of wasting your time and my money, you need to be strategic about this and also spend some time with your goddamn son. Because we're not going to forget the fact that, hey, your son is still here, the son that was here for 4 years, the son who, lost his second mother to bring you back. Yeah, no, he might feel neglected. Did you ever think about that? So as they're talking, Martin comes in to try to get the kids. And Tracy's like, I'm not letting these kids go. Monica wants the children here. They're going to stay here. Okay? Monica wants the kids here. They're going to stay here. Like that's what's going to happen. Monica wants these children here. They're going to stay here. And you really just going to have to fight me to get the kids about the house. That's basically what Tracy had to say to him. So everybody at this point in time is fighting over the kids. And I have no problem with it. Because here's the thing. Y'all all thought it would be Carly and Sonny when it pertains to these children. That was going to be the biggest issue. And it's just like, no. It would be Carly and Sonny if y'all didn't live on Quartermain property. And if y'all wasn't immersed with the Quartermains, it would be Carly and Sonny and nobody else. Then I'd be like, child, please. Them kids belong with their mama. But it's the Quartermains. They live at the Quartermain mansion. They have all their cousins there. Family is there. If you think they about to give those children up, you were sadly mistaken. We had already been through this with Michael when he was a baby. And everything that happened there. And no, Sonny wasn't the best. Carly wasn't the best. AJ wasn't the best. The safest Michael had ever been up until the time Robin decided to open her big ass mouth and tell AJ the truth about the paternity, and then Tony in the whole kidnapping situation. But really he kidnapped Robin. But the safest Michael had ever been was with Jason, his real daddy. And I'm gonna keep saying that till the cows come home. Jason is his real daddy. Jason is the only person who could actually get through to Michael, to read Michael down, to tell Michael about himself, and Michael actually take it and understand what is being said to him. Unlike everybody else, where they say something to him, piss him off, he be mad, want to get revenge. That is not the case with Jason and Michael, because Jason understands that I'm your real daddy. I raised you. I tried to do the best. And, eventually your mama wanted somebody else to raise you after your paternity got revealed. But, there's that. But make no mistake, I'm still going to gather you up when you need to be gathered up. Just like when it came down, because somebody's like, oh, well, what about the whole Sasha thing with Michael? And it's just like, well, Jason told him, tell your wife the truth. Y'all doing all of this. Just go tell your wife the truth. And y'all forget, that is one of Jason's big things. I'm not about to lie for y'all. Just tell the truth. Just tell the goddamn truth. But we move on. So, Jason and Carly are down to the hospital and they're talking and they're trying to figure out what's going to happen with Michael. How are we going to handle this? How are we going to figure this out? And Jason has the bright idea. It's like, why don't we send him to the burn clinic that I was housed in as patient 6 and where Ava got her face fixed. And it was like, yeah, that would be cool and all. The only problem is with that situation, the only way Ava was able to get into that clinic was because of Valentine's recommendation. Like, we would actually have to get somebody to recommend him to go to the clinic. Well, good thing we know somebody. Carly, you and Brennan. He's willing to do anything and everything for you so far. And you are wanting to do anything and everything to help him. So this should work out for y'all. Go ahead, Carly. Call the man. Call the man. So when Carly and Jason try to go and see Michael, they get told by Felicia they can't. Why can't they? Because Willow has removed access to everybody. She is the only person who gets to go to see Michael, and she has yet to actually see Michael. She has removed access to everybody. And Felicia was like, "Child, I don't know what y'all want me to do. I can't even fix this," but she's removed access to everybody. And it's just like, oh no. So Dante and Sonny are talking in the chapel about, what happened in Prague, and Lulu blaming Dante, and then Michael being hurt. And, Dante is just like, this is too much. I lost Sam. Lulu's blaming me. I'm trying to be here for my son. And now my brother has been, burnt up. Okay. And everything that's going on with him, I don't know what to do. This is crazy. This is when because Sonny and Jason were talking about security and all that stuff before Dante came in. So Dante was like, listen, I know somebody was coming after you. Can you just tell me what's going on so we can let the legal authorities, handle it so there won't be a mob war? And that's the thing. It's not going to be a mob war because this was some WSB type ish. Ain't no mob war. That's not what's happening. Did y'all know? Because, ooh, baby, now you know. This ain't no mob war. This is WSB. Because I believe Sidwell still believes Sonny has the diamonds, but the diamonds went back with Holly. So it's about time for Holly to bring her little raggedy ass on back. Come on, Raggedy Ann. Come on. I'm not calling Holly raggedy, but come on, Holly. You started all this, Holly. Bring it. Come on, Holly. Come on back. Anyway, not a fan of Emma Drake. She's the opposite of her mama. Not a fan. But as Dante is asking these questions, Nina pops up. So let's go back to where Nina was before she came back down to the hospital. Nina was at her apartment, and her and Drew were going back and forth. She was like, you manipulating her, talking about Willow. This is basically what it is. Nina feels like Drew is manipulating Willow and has ruined her entire life. And had it not been for you jumping and skipping your way into the situation and basically telling Willow in order to get her children back, she needs to revoke access to Michael from his entire family, there would be no problems. Which is true. Drew says, you're I forgot what the word. It's like you're treating her like an infant. You believe she's still a baby and must be protected at all times. You're causing her harm, which is also true. Both things can be true at the same time, which is what's happening. Nina's trying to make up for the lost time that they have, so she's still thinking that Willow is this helpless baby that needs to be protected. And Shiloh, because that's who I think this is, I don't think this is true. I think when Drew went to prison, or no. So the question is, was it before Drew went to prison, or was it when Drew was found in that cave is the question. I believe the real Drew is out there somewhere alive being held hostage. I do believe that. And it might be a situation where he is at the clinic by the time Michael gets there. I believe that. I think this is Shiloh because something that says, I forgot if he mentioned boarding school. I don't know if boarding school happened before or after he went to prison. But when he mentioned boarding school, I was like, something ain't right with Drew. Something ain't right with Drew. Something ain't right. I don't think anything is right. I feel like this will be the perfect time to be like, Cassidines are alive, to figure out how to bring the Cassidines back to full force. That's all I'm saying. So they down there to the apartment arguing. She wouldn't let him in at first, but he kept banging on the door, and he feel like she need to stay out. She need to stay the hell out of whatever him and Willow got going on, and she feel like, you need to stay the hell away from my daughter, but it's never going to happen. On top of the fact that neither one of them idiots have told Willow about them sleeping together, but neither one of them wants to. Drew afraid of what's going to happen, but really that's Shiloh. Gots to be Shiloh. The way he's manipulating, the way he's acting. Carly called it out the day before. This is definitely Shiloh. So as they're arguing, Nina gets the phone call from Martin that, hey, Tracy ain't letting the kids go. So this is how Nina pops up on Sunday to go ask him to go get the kids. Like, please go get the kids, because they know that's the only way they're going to be able to see Michael. And it's just like, this is messy as hell. Now, Jocelyn, Lucky, Liz, Isaiah, and Lucas are all on the path of Cyrus is the one out here killing folks. Jocelyn knows that Silas stabbed Dex, and she wants him to go to jail. And she let him know she knew too much. So you need to watch yourself. You need to go down to the gun range and learn how to shoot that gun. But also, Lucky, Liz, and Lucas and Isaiah all have come to the realization that Cyrus is out here killing these patients because the digitalis thing happens and Elizabeth is at home. She's nowhere near the patients. So it can't be her. And then Lucky finds out from Tanya, who's the head of the program that Cyrus is in, is that he likes to be around long-term care patients that have like debilitating illnesses that they probably will never come up out of, chronic illnesses. So the thought is the person before Sam who passed away from digitalis, that was Cyrus's doing. Nobody could ever say what happened to Lulu's ventilator and how it felt when the ventilator was fine. They're trying to figure out how do Sam and Dex fit into this situation. And I'll just say this. He likes chronic illness patients. Lulu's like that marks off the first patient. When Lulu's ventilator failed, that was him trying to hurry up and get her a transplant to make up for how she ended up there in the first place, because he has this obsession with his sister and her family. With Sam, it's a way to get back at Julian for not even though Julian is not here, it's a way to get back at Julian for not doing what he really wanted him to do, but also causing harm to his niece. And also a way to stick it to Jason because you did X, Y, and Z to me while I was terrorizing Port Charles. As it comes to Dex, Dex did try to kill him on Sonny's behest, but Dex ended up not doing it. So that could be that situation. And with Michael, I don't even know what the situation would be with Michael, but it's just crazy. So at this point in time, it's just like Cyrus is out here killing people all willy-nilly. Almost everybody is on to him. Sonny and Carly and Jason and the rest of the family have no access to Michael because Shiloh, aka Drew, aka he's Shiloh to me, is manipulating Willow's old stupid ass, and so she can get whatever she wants. And then Nina is over here treating this grown ass woman like she is a child, when in reality she knows what she's doing. She's been manipulated, but she knows what she's doing, and she wholeheartedly likes being manipulated by this man. And then we get the blowout. Oh, and Tracy is keeping the kids, and like, Monica wants the kids here. The kids gonna stay here. Quit playing with me. And then we got the blowout. Sasha come down there with the nanny, and she's like, listen, Wiley, because Willow's dumbass is about to take off with the kids. So Sasha comes down to the gatehouse, and she was like, Wiley, Amelia, I got like some really special cookies up there for y'all, and y'all got to have them before you leave. And it was a Grandma Monica request, and she would be really upset if you didn't have the cookies. So the nanny takes the kids back up to the main house to have the cookies, and Willow was like, I'm leaving with my kids. And Sasha was like, what are you doing? Like, you won't let Michael's family see him. And we just gonna add the fact that she has yet to actually go and see him. He's in pain. He has tubes doing like running throughout his body. He is in excruciating pain, and you're keeping his family away from him for what? Oh, I love Michael. I love Michael. I just want my kids with me. And it's just like, your kids to you seem like a bargaining chip because that is what Drew told you they are. If you love Michael, you would be by his bedside trying to make sure he was okay. But you don't give a damn about Michael, which Jocelyn was right. You love whoever is your hero at the moment. And currently at this time, Shiloh, pretending to be Drew, is your hero at this moment, which is crazy to me. Crazy to me. But okay, your husband's uncle or your husband's fake uncle, you don't really give a damn about Michael or his family or what's happening or the fact that he is laid up in that bed, burnt up, in pain, on pain medication, tubes all up and down his throat, running throughout his body, and almost took a fatal shot of digitalis had Isaiah not got in there and it wasn't too late. Like, look at the grand scheme of things. So they get to arguing, and Willow is like, you're one to talk. Like, Sasha was like, I regret paving the way for you to be with Michael. And she was like, you're one to talk. You are upset about something that ended years ago, or you want to be his protector now, or you just upset that you and your cousin didn't work out, and you would know about protecting kids if you were and she had to stop herself. And I was like, had Sasha not been pregnant, I would have been like, slap her. She needed to be slapped, because you're trying to throw up the fact that she's not a mother, but she is a mother. She had a baby. She had a son. Every day Sasha goes through the pain of losing her son. We just saw Sasha down to that church crying about Liam and Brando being gone. But you want to throw up the fact that she's not, like, what if somebody would throw up the fact that your baby, who you thought was Wiley, but your child that you have with Shiloh, what if they would have thrown up in your face the fact that you weren't a mother? What if they would have did that to you? You would have felt some type of way, would have went crying to somebody. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh, I just figured it out. Okay, now y'all see how Drew has been so very much focused on Wiley? Have y'all seen how Drew has been really so much focused on Wiley? I'm starting to think this Drew that we are seeing is really Shiloh. If they're trying to play the long game and didn't let nobody else in the cast in on this entire situation, or the actor, the way they're writing this, Drew is actually Shiloh. And the reason I'm saying this is because for some reason, Drew has been really, really, really into Willow. But also, he has been really into Wiley. And Wiley being, around, and you bring Wiley. He never said bring Amelia, bring Wiley to DC. Because Shiloh thinks in somewhere in his brain that little boy is going to make up for the little boy him and Willow lost. That's what I'm getting here. And y'all can tell me if I'm wrong, but that's what it's giving. Also, Willow is like, you can't talk about anyone. You came to Port Charles to scam my mother. And it's just like, well, you came to Port Charles as Willow Tate, and that wasn't even your actual name. Be so fucking for real right now. Okay? You was running and hiding and skipping and jumping and hiding from Shiloh. Be so for real right now. Come on now, you can't judge nobody when those in glass houses shouldn't throw stones. Because somebody gonna throw a big ass boulder in your house and break that bitch down. So they going back and forth, and it's just like at the end of the day gotta end. But before that day end, Willow, you wrong as two left shoes. Now, Sasha, you was wrong for sleeping with Michael, but I realized that whole sleeping with Michael came at the tail end, came in between him finding out that his wife had been having an emotional affair and had kissed his uncle more than once. And when he went to be honest with her about the situation, she ran off when Nina came calling for her to come fix up Drew, and then her and Drew ended up sleeping together. Now, when is Christina going to tell Alexis about the whole using Sam's death as a reason to sleep with Willow? But all I'm saying is, Willow thought you was gonna have to fight Carly and Sonny. You really thought you was going to have to fight Carly and Sonny for them children? No, you got to fight the Quartermains. And they're not going to give up. Especially Tracy. Because y'all not about to do her best sparring partner, her best bitch, dirty. Okay? To not see her great-grandchildren. That's what y'all not going to do. And with that being said, that was it. That was all I had to give y'all for them soaps. This was a GH recap. I hope y'all enjoyed it. And I'll see y'all for the next one. And don't forget to hit those links in the description box down below. Follow me on all platforms. Also, hit that subscription button, hit the like button, and hit that notification bell so you can be kept up to date about all the great things we have going on over here. And I'll see y'all for the next one. Bye.